preparations. Okay, so you have to do your own preparation. Mark has to do her own preparation. So there should not be the same sign on these same preparations.
Just labeling, man was the labeling.
Yes, I know, but you have to do the labeling. Or if Mark does the labeling, then you have to write your sign. So the sign should not be the same, because if I or if we do this or take this practice more serious, then I could say that this is Mark, so you have to repeat everything because it was done by Mark only. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because it is only her sign. So I don't see that you done everything or any preparation yesterday. So according to the sign, it was Mark and not you. So you have to do everything again.
I would like to she signed instead of me.
Okay.
Please,
yes, but there is a different. Okay, so try to sign
okay.
yourself. Okay. Yeah. This is an important thing. So when Mark returns, I will tell her again. Okay. This. Okay. And another thing. Peter discovered this. So that's what this is Peter's message to you.
What? The name? My name is right.
Your name is not Peter. Where is your name? There's no name.
No?
Only the preparation, name of the preparation and shape of hand before use. No name, just a sign, but the sign is the same.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
So you have to take care that there should be different signs. And we should read your sign that it was Mark or it was Armand. So to try to write the sign so that we could read it.
Okay.
Okay. Next thing that try to prepare for during these practices, because as I have told you, and from the second part of this semester of this course, there will be prescriptions that you are going to do prescription. And you are going to make a preparation for a grade. So you are going to make 5 or 6 preparations you have to make during the second part of this course. You are going to get the grade. So you have to do the preparations correct. And these practices are, these preparations are practice for you or to ease this part of the second semester, so that you can practice everything that was from the first course until the third course. So this is the fourth course. So we are going to practice everything again. And this means, you have made a solution, you have made emulsion suspension, and today you are going to make ointment. So you have to learn everything again from the first course until the third course. Okay, you have to learn everything again. So try to prepare for the practices, because I think from the 6th or 7th week, I'm not sure, there will be prescriptions and you are going to get the grades. Okay? So try to prepare for these practices. Okay, so when Mark returns, I will tell this again.
Okay.
And now a few words. Now the ointment. So what is the definition? So again, the revision from the last courses. So what is the definition of the ointment and the preparation of the ointment? I'm going to give you this sheet. And also there are going to be only 2 preparations that you have to do. A simple preparation and a little bit complicated preparation. But hopefully we will finish around 4 o'clock or at 4:30. Or maximum at 5 o'clock. It will be a short practice. Okay, so what is the definition? It is important that ointments are plastic gels, and they are used in the treatment of the mucus or in the skin. And the API it can be in 3 forms in the ointment. It can be suspended in the ointment. It can be in a solution form, so it can be dissolved API, and it can be emulsified in the API. So there are going to be 3 types of ointments regarding the API in the ointment. So suspended, emulsified, and dissolved API in the ointment. Okay, according to the ointment consistency, there we can talk about 3 or 4 types of ointments. First is the cream. paste and gel. These are exactly four types: the cream, ointment, paste, and gel. Creams have the softest consistency, so it is the most soft consistency, the cream, and it usually contains a little bit more water. So it's a very soft. It has a very soft consistency with a bigger amount of water inside. In Latin, this is cream. Cream is cremor. So this is in Latin. Okay. Another second is ointment. In Latin.
Ointmentum.
Okay. And the ointments, these are more viscosy types of ointments. It contains less water, so it is similar to creams, but it's a little bit viscosy. And it contains less water. Usually cream belongs to, if we talk about colloids, they usually belong to oil in water type of cream. And ointment can be oil in water or water in oil. So they can be both. But creams are usually oil in water types of ointments. So creams are usually oil in water. A huge amount of water is inside. Okay, and the third is paste. In Latin, pasta. And they can be lipophilic or hydrophilic ointment, the types of ointment. The most important thing regarding this paste that usually they have more than 40% powder inside.
More than 40%.
So this means that inside the paste usually it is not described precisely in the European pharmaceutical, but this 40% is a usual amount, about 40%. So if there is a powder about 40% in the ointment or the cream, then we call that paste. Okay, so if there is a huge amount of powder or substance, and this powder is not dissolved and not emulsified, but it is suspended. So suspended, so the amount, the rate of the suspended particles is usually more than 40%, and we call that paste. Okay, and next is the gels. It is the same in Latin, and they usually contain a huge amount of water, around 90% water, and they usually called hydrogels. So usually gels contain about 90% water, and they are also called hydrogels.
Why you put the gel below the paste? Because gel is fast, creme
Yes,
two,
ointment.
okay.
We can change. It doesn't matter. You are right. We can change the order. Okay. So this is the preparation. What is the preparation of the ointment? So if you prepare ointments, or not. Okay. So if you prepare ointments, then the preparation of the ointment is usually not in a mortar. It depends on the type of the ointment. So if the preparation or if the ointment contains solid particles, then the preparation place is the mortar. So you prepare it
Like a suspension.
like a suspension. So if it contains solid particles and these particles are not dissolved, so not in a liquid form, or you cannot dissolve it, then you have to make it in a mortar. But if there is no solid particle, because the API can be dissolved, for example, or the API is dissolved in the ointment base material, then the ointment preparation place of the ointment is so-called patandula in Latin. Okay, you know what is the difference? The difference between
Patandula is metal.
and this is for the metal, and this is from porcelain, and this is used to grind the material, because you need to reach an appropriate particle size, and this is according to the our pharmaceutical, it is according to C5, 7, and 8. So you have to reach a very small particle size when you apply suspended particles in ointment in order to protect the skin from skin injuries. So you cannot contain or you cannot make ointment with huge crystals in it because it is going to harm the skin. That's why a small particle size should be ensured. But if the suspended particle is, or if there is no suspended particle, because the particle is in a liquid form or it can be dissolved, then you can use the method of button wood. Okay? This is important.
We can't heat it, yeah?
And you only can heat this one. This cannot be heated. Okay? Because of technical reasons, it cannot be heated. Okay. And it's also important that if you make oily water type creams or ointments, it is obligatory, so it is necessary to use preservatives in it to protect from the bacteria, this ointment, because it's a good space for bacteria to grow this oily water type cream or gel. So you have to use preservatives.
Why, in case of the water oil?
In case of water in oil, this is not a good place. So the difference is that the bacterial growth, or for the bacterial growth, the oily water type gels are better than water in oil, because bacteria can grow in a hydrophilic condition. But in water in oil, the hydrophilic condition, or there are mostly lipophilic conditions, and this is not good for bacteria.
Yeah.
So that's why these are used, or these are, you must use the preservative. This preservative is in the magistral preparation, or during the magistral preparation, it's usually the solution conservant. Okay?
96% alcohol and phenyl, methylphenyl? Methyl parahydroxybenzene.
That's it. Okay. So, preparation, dissolved homogeneous suspended. I have told you this one. Okay, so when you prepare the ointment, so if it's, for example, if it is a paste, then you have to use a mortar. First you have to measure the powder components, and you grind the powder components, and then you add the ointment base in more parts. So not at once, but in many parts, and you continuously mix it and homogenize it in the mortar if it is a paste, or if it contains solid particles. If you make a cream or an ointment, then there can be many types of cream or ointment, because if the API is going to dissolve in the ointment base, for example in Umberto simplex, if you remember it, so if the preparation or the API dissolves in it, then you simply measure the API on a plastic card on a scale, and you put it you can put it